Good morning, stats class. How is everybody? Better yet, who's out there? Uh-oh, nobody's out there. Come on, people. Hey, Autumn. How are you doing today? Oh, Uriah Rhodes. Yes, Uriah, you're in the right spot for the Ion Line Euchre tournament. Good morning, James. Unfortunately for you, Uriah, I was just dealt a loner. Alex Cantor, Isabel, good. Amanda, hi, how are you? Hey, as you guys are signing in here, can you do me a favor? Because some people have mentioned that they're having a little trouble on the Google Classroom, like for the class outline that I posted. Hey, morning, James. Can you guys check and see that it's okay with you and tell me how you're viewing it? Because I heard somebody said they had to download it. Other people just check and see what works and let me know here, please. Morning, Jessica. Downloaded. Okay, James. All right, that seems to be the thing. I'm gonna wait about I don't know maybe 2 more minutes and I'll let you know a couple things of what I've done. Tyler Shook. Good morning. For you guys, I might end up repeating myself when other people log in, but I uploaded all that stuff, and I'm going to um, work on getting all of your worksheets and everything uploaded. It's on you guys at what pace you want to go. Um, I just put the outline there of the days and stuff when when I'm gonna try to assign it. But if it's already up there, it's already up there. You can work ahead, I guess. Morning, Jonah. Jenna. You guys can work ahead. It'll take me a little bit of time to get the notes. I mean, the section 5.5 notes are taking me a long time to get uploaded simply because I'm writing everything out. Morning, Gracie. So bear with me at that a little bit. I got most of them up there. I still got to put one more section, one more example in today. But I was telling some other people earlier today, try to get yourself on a regimen where you're meeting deadlines. Not every day, but I'd say at least 2 days. Take 2 days and get the assignment done. And then either take a picture of it or PDF it and upload it to the Google Classroom. The more documentation, morning Darby, the more documentation that I can produce to give to the principals and stuff will then be better in your favor in terms of, morning Carson, getting credit for the class. I mean, some people aren't doing anything right now. They're taking this as a vacation, and I don't think we can approach it that way. But I need to have as much documentation I can have, and I say, look, this person was doing the work. They deserve credit. Morning, Ashley. Whereas some people they didn't do anything, then no, they for better. Sorry, they don't get credit. Brooke, good morning. I hope it doesn't get down to that, but we got to make sure. And it just helps to meet deadlines. Maddie Corrigan, morning. Um, meet the deadlines. I'm not trying to inundate you with all this stuff, but how've your class loads been so far? About the same as if you're in school, or is it a little less? Give me some feedback. Anybody out there? No feedback? Bueller? Oh, more. Okay. Normal. Okay. So it's fluctuating. It just depends, I guess, on what your class load is and all that too. Um, but I am going to put this in the Google Classroom. I'll tell you guys here in advance. I'm going to give you completion grades for getting these worksheets done within 2 days and uploading them. I'll give you completion grades for those. I am going to grade a couple things, but that'll be stuff you turn in. When we meet back again, I'll have a quiz I'm going to grade, and your chapter test will be something I will grade. But all the other stuff, like when it's assigned, get it uploaded, meet a regimen, meet a time frame, and we'll put completion grades with it. All good math symbols there. You're right. So that being said, questions in terms of what we're doing here up until spring break? Morning, Shelby. Other than the ones that are in the notes that I put in yesterday and today, Autumn? Because as I go back and look at the videos I've uploaded, I've got 4 videos for stats on Chapter 5, Section 5 so far, and only 1 view. Okay, Jonah, I'll go back and you're talking about the um, stuff I've uploaded already. I'll go back and I'll convert those to either PDF or Google Docs. Aha. Yeah, you guys, I got some examples in there. I've spent over an hour and a half putting up for you guys. Please make sure you're viewing those things. It'll be beneficial to you. Are there any questions that you guys have on what was it, the 5-5 homework quiz? What was it? What was our assignment? Yeah, on the 5-5 homework quiz. Anybody have any questions on those? That's just a note to myself. It's hard to tell what to use for some questions, like permutation combinations. Okay. So when you look at those things, you have to read into the problem and wonder if there is an order or not. I'll use the Illinois lottery one as the first thing, or any lottery for that matter. If you got a line of numbers and you want to match, they don't come out in that order, so that order won't matter. Morning, Becca. Morning, Jaden. So that's not going to matter. But something like, you got to pick outfits. That's not going to matter. But for instance, the horse race example. You got 10 horses in a race, and you want first and second. So that matters. What one's in first? What one's in second? So if that's the case, order one has to be first, one has to be second. That's a permutation. That would be a permutation. But if the order doesn't matter, for instance, you got 6 songs on your CD player. How many different ways can they show up? We're not caring what order they show up. We're just caring about the songs being played before any repeats happen. So that one's a combination. I don't know if that helps answer your question or not, Jonah.
We have 20 minutes to do this whole workout. I have to shower and go to class at noon. I bought these ones and Mom got me those ones. I'm sorry, I forgot you're in class.
How to use the formulas. Okay. So let's go back to this. One of the problems you guys had. You want a 20-person committee, or 20 people. And we needed a 4-person committee. So the biggest thing is, right off the bat, recognizing, does order matter? Does it not matter? What have you? Well, in a 4-person committee, the order's going to kind of matter. So what they have? They have the chairperson, they have the vice chair, they have the secretary, and then they have the treasurer. So in other words, the person chosen here, then here, then here, then here. Okay? Total is 20. So this is an order problem. It's not just haphazardly moving everything around. So with an order problem, you're going to use permutations. That's this formula. N is always the total that we're choosing from. This is what we're looking for, if you will. And again, all in the videos. Only one person's viewed my videos. That's all where that stuff comes into play. If you guys would watch them, you're going to get a lot of questions answered, but we'll go with it. So R is what we're looking for. Well, in this case, a 4-person committee. So what we're looking for. So 20 people, P4, and again, in the video, there is the long version showing you how to work it out long, and then there's also technology that helps us out. And let's face it, we're going to use the technology. We're not going to sit back and do all that stuff, although you're more than welcome to. So in this type of calculator, it's PRB. Some of your other calculators, like if you got a graphing calculator, you probably want to look under the stat function. But we want to permutation. So I want 20. I hit PRB. I can hit permutation, combination, or factorial. I don't need that right now. But again, I have shown you how to do this. Check the videos out, please. So I'll hit enter, and then we want the next number here is how many is going to be what we're choosing for, what we're looking for. So as we look at that large number, absolutely. 116,220, I'm sorry, 116,280 ways that these 20 people can be divided up into those categories in order. Now, what's the difference? And then with a combination. So let's look at a combination. I'll go back to that CD player. And we've got 6 songs. We hit random, so we hit random play. And the songs are played randomly until all 6 have been played. How many different ways? Is there any indication of we care that this song has to be first, this song has to be here in any particular order? The answer is no. There's no indication, no care what song. The only thing is they're just going to keep hitting random, or they're randomly being selected until they're all played. So this has no order, makes it a combination. Which is this formula. And again, in the videos I broke down why and what's going on with the calculator in terms of the division and stuff that goes on. It's a little bit, few more steps involved with them. So keep that in mind. So as we look at this, what do we have? We have 6 songs total. All right. How many are we going to play? 6. Can this happen? Absolutely it can. We want 6 songs played randomly in order for 6 of them. So I'll hit 6. Now again, order doesn't matter. So I don't want PNR. I'm doing the wrong one. This order matters because once it's played, it's played. Oh shoot! So this does have order. My bad on that one. So that's because once a song's played, yeah, I screwed that one up big time. So once a song's played, it's played. So that does have order. So there, that I'm sure that just helped your confusion level completely on that, didn't it? So yeah, once it does have order, that one does. So needless to say, you got to make sure you're paying attention to how it's going. So let me redeem myself. That does have order. The song's order matters because then the next song has to play after that. Does have order. Does have order. So let's try this and see if I can redeem myself. Let's say we got a 29 student class. Joni, you still with me even though I've screwed you up? Give me a response so I know you're there. And out of this, you want a 4. We want a 4-person group. All right, so you got 29 people, and I'm randomly selecting 4 people. Doesn't matter their order. There's no vice chair, chair, secretary, so there's nothing like that. But out of those 29 people, how many different groupings of 4 can we get? And it's not just as simple as doing this. So this one, order doesn't matter. Joan, are you still there with me? Anybody's still there? I see 24 names up there. So total, what we want. Ah, good. I'm glad you're there, Mrs. Cinto. Thank you. So total, there's what we want. Again, order in this one doesn't matter. The other 2 did, and I screwed up the song one. My bad. 29 C4. Oh, look, there are people there. Oh, yes, good. So this order doesn't matter. So as we do this, again, I'll do this the right way. We have 29 people. I hit my PRB. I want a combination, and then I want groups of 4. So how many different groups of 4 can we get out of 29 people? So we hit that 23,751. That's the different ways we can have groups of 4 with 29 people to choose from. Doesn't matter in the order. Songs, you're going to have an order. The first one happens, then the next one happens, and then so on. So that's a permutation. Horse racing, depending on what they want, you're going to have permutation because that's the order. We want them in first place, we want them in second place. So like when you see a song problem, what's the first song? What's the second song? And so on. It's kind of the same deal going on there. Does that help? I see Carson did. How about the rest of you? Is it working for you? I do have one more example for notes to upload, which I will not. What if the songs were on shuffle? Then would it be no order? Songs we played randomly on tall. I think shuffle and random. And I know what you're talking about because sometimes you're going to get a repeat. That's going to. Let's say for now that shuffle and random songs are going to be the same, so it doesn't get repeated. Because I know in shuffle mode they can. So that'll change your calculations a little bit. So to answer your question, I think shuffle wouldn't be in order because you could get a repeat. But then if we're getting a repeat, then if 6 songs, you're just going to take 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 to the 6th power. So that wouldn't be necessarily a combination permutation because you got 6 choices each time the song comes up with the repeats. What was I just going to say then? Oh, again, there's only been one view of the 4 videos I have for this section of notes, and there'll be a 5th one up today. I would highly recommend you hit those videos so you can see the examples and see how they apply to your assignments.
My computer.
Lane, I'm not sure. I think it kind of depends on the machine, and that's where we're starting to split hairs a little bit. So I think in terms of for argument's sake, let's us call something being on shuffle that there can be repeat songs. And then if it's just on random, let's call them no repeats. That might be something that we can just decide, so as we're doing our problems, we're all on the same page with that. Because I think some of it's going to be just like the player, what you're doing, and how they've got it programmed too. So I'm going to go back and try to either PDF or Google Doc the stuff I've uploaded in terms of the announcements. What else was I going to say? You guys got to get watching those videos, and then you can apply them to the worksheets. Hence the reason why they're there. I have one more example to put up on the notes for 5.5, so there'll be 5 sections to it. So let's make sure we're pulling you through on your end and looking at those examples. Any other questions or concerns you guys have? Okay. Well, if you guys got nothing else, tomorrow I'm just almost like we're in class. I'll just have, well, you can see it already. It's online. This is the 5.5 understanding worksheet to work on. But again, hit these videos. That'll help you to see the examples I put in the videos. You'll see some similarities. You'll see the wording and how you can relate when combinations and all that are going to come into play. Riley Allen, there's a new name. Good morning to you. I didn't see. Oh yeah, there's your name all the way up there. I didn't see it earlier. My bad. Yeah, I'll be 11 again tomorrow. And if you guys run into questions, shoot an email. But if you didn't hear me from before, get some of this stuff done. Get it uploaded to the Google Classroom so I can show documentation that you guys are, in fact, doing stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'll be checking pretty regular till 3, and I'm sure I'll check some other times during the day as well. I gotta move somebody back from Ashland today, so. Oh, Matt, you gotta work? Okay. We'll stop by, make sure you get the coffee ready for me. But yeah, Lane, to answer your question, I'll regular check till 3, and then after that I'll be a little sporadic, but I'm sure I'll keep answering later if you guys need help with it. Now, Maddie and Jaden, with you guys working, do you guys have to have like a 6-foot radius around you guys when you work? All right, gang, I'm going to sign off here. I will maybe talk to some of you tomorrow. Again, log in here just to say hi if nothing else. Get your work turned in so we've got record that you're doing something. And email questions if you have them. I will see you tomorrow. Well, talk to you tomorrow.